I'm W.D. Harvey, and I live in uptown of Manhattan, Harlem, 230 West, 120th Street.
Okay. Can you just briefly describe the police harassment that happened to you?
I was traveling from the Bronx, me and my young nephew, and we were pulled over. But the manner in which we were pulled over is what created a problem. My headlights was not on, it was just the beginning of the night. And as I turned on my headlight from our first sight with the police, I turned on the headlights so they noticed my headlight was on and there was nothing wrong with the vehicle, it was driving well. And they tailed me from 222nd Street, tailed me all the way to 233rd Street, up the hill to White Plains Road. When I passed on the track, that's when they hit their lights, they surranged at me and pulled me over. Just as I mentioned, I knew they were following me, but why were they following me so long without doing nothing? If they were running my plates, they had a chance to tell me if something was wrong with my plates from 222nd. So if you realize nothing's wrong with the vehicle, it's not stolen, you run plates and you still tailing me, that's intimidation, and they could probably make people to drive off the road and off balance. I maintained my posture and I drove very well. And after they pulled me over, we got out of the car and I decided to ask the question if I did anything wrong. Officer, was there anything I did? A simple basic right, and that seemed to offend the officer. Why I shouldn't ask you a question simple as did I do anything wrong? Why am I being pulled over? You know, I mean we were taught to use that. It's a human basic right to use. So I applied my right, and for my right, the officer got angry and ordered me to step out of the car. And then I have to ask another question again. Why do I have to step out of the car? I was asking for something I did wrong. He said, well, you know how I am. I said, but you notice I put my headlight on the moment we seen each other at the intersection. So what did I do wrong? It intensified his anger and he began to really speak rudely now to me and order me if I don't get out of the car or I'm going to get out of the car, you're coming out or not. And with the tune and the voice, you know, and I have my young cousin with me, and so I go out of the car. And then he asked the passenger also to get out of the car. And it created more and more questions. I mean, everything you're doing, I say, officer, everything you're doing don't seem to be right. Why we have to get out of the car? Now you're going to search me. Why are you searching me? From headlights to search? Do I fit some description or something you're looking for? It's like, you know, if you had to keep your mouth shut, maybe you won't have to go through all of this. Officer replied, so when you pull me over, would you just zip our mouth and don't say nothing? So I kept silent from there on. I realized what I was dealing with was somebody who was looking for a fight. And so I just didn't give him what he wanted, what he was asking for. He took my cousin out of the car, searched him up, and he had a personal stash of marijuana on him. He had something. He insisted to search the whole car. I said, nothing else you're going to find, because we are Rastafari. And by provision of law, we're sacred, and there's provision in the law that we can possess or marijuana for personal use. And his partner, both of them sat there and they regularly said there's no way in the Constitution, and I made it clear to him it was not a constitutional matter, but a civil matter. And so they searched the car, searched, turned everything over, and I told him, just make sure you don't damage nothing in my car. And they couldn't find anything else. Like I said, you won't find anything else. What you see is what you got on you. So he said, well, you know your cousin's carrying marijuana. I said, I didn't know, but even if I did know, I wouldn't stop him because I too could have possessed marijuana. We are Rastafari. And it's no shame, it's nothing embarrassing to possess or use marijuana. Marijuana is sacred, and that's why we use marijuana. So he stood there with his flashlight and you get just drop low, and it's like he didn't know what else to do. So, but then you know, just for possessing a little stick of marijuana, you can be put to jail. the marijuana, people who sell marijuana go into gun usage and shooting. I said, those people you talking about don't fit my category. I understand all of those, but we are Rastafarians. That's not my category. So with all of that, I realized the search, he had wronged me for the search. The search was illegal. It was the wrong move for his searching me. He had no reason to pull me out of the car. It was not. We put all the pieces together and they let us go and give back the marijuana, which I found to be a happy ending for us. So the harassment, I didn't get to report the harassment based on the equal share at the end.
Do you have anything you'd like to say to the community about people that do face things like this?
To the community, it's important that we know our rights. Rights are available, and up to now, many people still not searching for it. Sometimes you really got to get hit before they wake up to it. But it's important you know your rights, know how to approach the issue when you get pulled over, maintain your posture. If an officer is behind you, don't panic, except you got a serious reason to panic, but maintain posture. The only people who are doing jobs, they are not some kind of heavenly angel or demonic angel. They work for, they are the underdog of the judiciary system. That's all you need to understand, know who they are. They're somebody who running around doing nothing but looking for somebody who will give them reason to start something.
All right, thank you.